I am to be here really joy-filled. It's been a very joy-filled experience coming back to Milwaukee. And many of you, some of you may know, there's deep Milwaukee roots in my family and in my history. My mom grew up down on Mitchell Street in St. Anthony's Parish. She used to call it St. Anthony's. And she went to the Cathedral High School, which is now closed, and met Dad here at school in Marquette University. And my family has deep ties to Marquette University as well. Many of us haven't lived up here. My grandparents lived at 81st and Wisconsin Street and are buried at the foot of Jesuit Hill, actually, there in the Calvary Cemetery. All of which is to say that I really have to own it. I'm a cheesehead. I have that distinction. And I've wandered far and wide, but here God has brought me back. And it has been a true homecoming. The Jesuits have been very, very welcoming in Marquette, and then so many people here in the community. So a few thank yous are in order, right? Firstly, to God, of course, God for this wonderful opportunity, this mission. Jesuits consider ourselves to be men on mission, and I'm so grateful to have a marvelous mission to work with you all and to work with the prayers of the Holy Father and the mission of the Apostleship of Prayer, which has been recreated into the Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network. I'm grateful to Pope Francis for entrusting his prayers to us, for giving us this mission, and to Father Fornos for his trust and confidence. We had some very good meetings earlier in the month, and he is a man with vision and leadership and ideas, and he is going to be great for this organization at the international level. He already has been, and which will be good for us at the national level as we work with everybody across the country. I want to thank you all particularly for being here. Thanks for the friendship. Thanks for the participation in this really epic organization, and thanks for your prayers. I need prayer. I'm grateful for it. You'll be in my prayers, but please keep them up. Just really look at this awesome crowd. It's an awesome collection of people, and I'm happy to have here from Marquette University, Ed Manning. These are lifelong friends of mine. Steve Broniarczyk, Bob Kaiser's able to be here. My adopted godson, Johnny Manning, who's a rising sophomore at Marquette, and then aunts, uncles, cousins, people from across. It's the history of my life happily comes together here. By the way, just as a housekeeping note, up on the stage, anybody with a direct Marquette connection, we're going to take a picture after all this for the alumni magazine, because it's a nice opportunity of people coming together. But just coming back on track, my cousins, my aunts, as I say, and God has really blessed all of us. I think as we look at the histories of our lives, when we come in a sort of reunion like this together, it's the sharing of happy stories about our lives, and which all interconnect with Father Kubicki, whom I met when I was a novice, right? You knew I was interested in the Sacred Heart and prayer, and he was mentoring even then, took us to some conferences out on the East Coast where we were checking out what other communities devoted to the Sacred Heart were doing. I want to just mention a little bit about the vision going forward here. And we pray the intentions of the Holy Father. That's part of our principal mission. What the Holy Father has identified as challenges facing humanity. Challenges facing humanity. And these are real prayers. These are not just random intentions thought up on a moment's notice. We're praying about the problems that migrants suffer in the world. Or we are praying about violence from the illegal arms trade. Or we're praying about the significant issue of people falling away from the faith this month for lapsed Christians. And he has entrusted these prayers to us and desires that we pray them. So it's a marvelous mission to share those with the Catholic community, the Christian community, and then the whole community more broadly. And we have some really awesome resources at hand to do this. We have all the traditional mechanisms, the U.S. mail, and our volunteers here help us stuff the U.S. mail in the rooms over to the side here. Radio, which has been used to great extent by Father Kubicki, will continue to use. And then there's the entire digital world, which he launched us into. So social media and whatever's going to come after social media. One of the great resources we have right now is that the Pope has generously offered to do a monthly video for us, and it's quite an undertaking. A script is written, it's passed to him, he looks at it, he comments, he sends it back to us, and then it's produced professionally. It's called the Pope's Video, and I'd like just to share this month's with you so you get a look at it if you haven't seen it yet.